YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to Better Than PSG, with the question mark, of course. It's Paris 13 Atletico, and today we have got a doubleheader at the start of the year. Well, we're playing second place, US Send Help, Concar, US Concar, the US car service. And on top of that, we will then play Nancy in a double header in the league. Nancy, of course, are favourites to go up in the division. They've got Thomas Blassie, who has been capped at French under-20 level on loan and look good. But more importantly, they do have a guy called Dafria Sacco, who people may know up front. And, well, yeah, he hasn't started well here, but my word, he's really, really good. HCU16 reckons I've got a badge pack with Paris 13. What does the Paris 13 badge look like, can I ask as well? Make sure it's the right badge. I actually have got someone on the back end working on that as well. Since we last met, though, results have actually been, pretty damn decent. On the opening day, we had a red card for Diarra. We beat Stadia Brochen 2-1, red card for Berger. But we did win 2-1. Castro scored a penalty. Baraka yet to score, moving to an advanced forward, scored. So we made some changes. Good penalty from Castro. But a red card to a Baraka. And then we scored as well to take a lead. Good little dink. We did concede in the 90th minute to kill the clean sheet for the first one for the year. But yeah, and the red card was for this. Not the best keeping, by the way, but at this level you don't know. But the red card was for this as well. If we do bring it back up, we do go into here. The red card was for this. Red card that never should be a red card, is what I'm trying to get at. And if we move it a bit more closer to the corner, and if you know it's coming from a corner, you probably know what it's going to be for. Berger's tried to head the ball and flick it on. He's flicked it into his arm, and the referee sent him off. He's not trying to gain an advantage, which is one of those things that happen, but the referee just sends him. So, an unlucky red card. We then played US Aventus, and I am live on stream. Links down below. If you are enjoying the content, do like, do subscribe, of course, as well. But Diarra gets sent off here. In the first 10 minutes, we had 2 yellow cards. I turned get stuck in off. First highlight about no get stuck in off, like we did in game number 1, red card. Just double foot someone. My best player, 2 red cards in 3 games. We then made some changes as well. We did score with Baraka scoring in the 7th minute, as it was 1 goal each before the red cards. We did make some changes in this game, and we did lead 2-1, and we did win no red cards. Castro scored again, and Baraka scored as well, a very nice goal. We were 1-0 down for the first time this season. We did do very well. Here's how we conceded. But, as a semi-professional side, the boys honestly think we can't do much more than, avoid relegation or get relegated. So it's very easy to keep people in their best roles. Now, notice that Dad on the left, because I have made a change to his role in the system, as it's forever changing. Castro, bang, love him. And then other side of halftime, we win the ball with Barrego, who had a very good game in this one and a great game in the next one. Over the top there, Baraka, 1 touch, slots at top bin. Thank you very much for coming. We lead 2-1. And then we had a 0-0 in this last game here against Sedan. See you, Mum. Barrega, Karamoko, and that played quite well. Dominated. Barrega hitting the post and the bar from 2 separate corners as well. So we're having a pretty good time of it. Sits us in 5th. US Concaranu are a side that were predicted to come 11th, but currently sit in 2nd, and they do look good, of course, as well. Now, let's see what HC's thing is. Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing what logo pack you've used, mate, because I wouldn't mind getting that in the game for myself as well, because it's a pretty cool badge. But yeah, we are going to go into this one here. This is the first game that we've had Diarra come back, and I've made some changes to the system, as you can see there, of course, on your screen. And the changes have pretty much been, Haddad as a winger is so much more direct. He gets balls in the box, he gets to the byline, he looks to turn and run at his men, exactly what we want, right? And then Daliet's gone a fullback on defend. Anytime he looks to go forward, he's just not good enough. He's not quick enough to recover. He gets caught out. On a fullback on defend, we look more defensively solid. and I have moved Diarra to the other side to accommodate for her dad. I've put him as an inside forward, and I've made 2 player role changes that we're going to see in today's episode. Sit narrower, ease off the tackles. If he gets red carded one more time, I'm transfer listing him and he's going to go even though he's our best player. Probably not because I don't have the balls. But that's going to be your team. Still in the mid-block, still unbalanced, and it has done well. It is definitely a different mid-block than the one that we have at Brighton. I am tempted to save this as the lower level mid-block as well because it's a little bit more simplified. And I think it definitely needs it as well. All right, we're going to get into the game here. That's 5 minutes of me ranting. Twitch chat, you reckon we're going to win this one? Let's have a look. Let's go out there and enjoy yourselves. The boys look relaxed. And we're away from home. Second versus ourselves in the mid-table. They're lining up in the 4-2-3-1. Every game we've played, the opposition's played 5 at the back. So this is the first time we're coming up against a 4. And that is not good for the camera angle. It looks like we're going to have to be switching because it's a low-level stadium. Ball in the box. 1-0 down. There we go. Already 1-0 down in terms of inside 6 minutes. Berger said an easy win. 5-0 loss, that hurts in his game, which is not nice to hear, Berger. We have conceded first a lot this year, which I don't like. And to be fair, Karamoko should never lose that header with his height advantage there. But he did. Anyhow, in terms of possession, we've kept the ball well, which is good to see. And hopefully it leads to some chances. Hopefully Diarra does something as well. Would be nice. Another corner. And yet again, this low-level stadium is going to annoy me because I'm going to have to keep switching. Set piece, front stick. Headed away. Effort was blocked. It was a pretty good side volley too. Hits. Good save from the keeper. Good hands from our keeper in Desprez. And Desprez now goes long looking for Diarra, who decided not to go towards the ball and let it run. Goblin wins. Castro ain't going to win that. Falls to the striker who scored. They're in here again. Mercifully put wide. 20 minutes in, even though we've had the ball, even though this system's not based on having the ball, opposition is carving us up, left, right and centre. 1-0 down, another highlight. We need to make a change here because as much as we're having the ball, we're not really doing anything with it. Headed away. Traore. Yanez turns his man. This should be another goal. It's not. Okay, we're going to make some changes here. Well, what I've seen, I'm going to move us on more direct, pass into space as well. Going to not prevent short goal distribution, but do that. Drop our line a bit more standard and drop off. Going to be a little bit more counter-aggressive. Make a couple quick changes. Highlight straight away. They're just dominating us. Cleared away. Picked off, but nothing really on the break. Castro picks it up. He's got some quality. He's had a really good time of it. Baraka has Diarra with him. Ignored him. Berger. Got to knee. Holds it up, which I don't mind. Allows people to get in position. And now we need to be good on the ball, which I know it's the lower levels and it's hard to do, but we try to be. It was an okay idea. It just wasn't the right ball. We're getting squeezed out of it and we're not getting any time. They've got numbers inside. He went for goal and he put it over the bar. We're having no creativity at all. We're getting no one to pick the ball up or move the ball around at all at the minute. This is the worst game we've played so far in the PSG shirt. We're also yet to lose, but that's going to change today. Keeper makes another save. Our changes here to get us into half-time have not worked, or to try and get us to be a bit more aggressive have not worked. Karamoko. Joey Lucas. Her dad's down the line, should play him. Never wanted to. Gotsani. Pumps towards Baraka. Finds him on the chest. No one helping him out. Went for goal. Wow. Baraka, eat your heart out. What is that strike, lad? What is this strike? Picked it up on his chest. No one around him. 35 yards out. Put it into the absolute top bin. 1-1 against the runner play. What a goal. Wow. That is a strike. And that is your goal of the year. And that might be the goal of the save. And it came in episode number 3. We're going to watch that one back. We are going to watch that one back because we did not deserve anything out of this first half. Chested it. 2 touches, looked up, into the top bin. Wowzers. Andy92, hello, how's the save going? Just loaded up my Build a Nation save of Latvia. Enjoy it. I love my Build a Nation saves. Obviously saw it with Denmark, Andy. But yeah, so far so good. We're yet to lose with a semi-professional club in the 3rd division of France. And, well, we just scored a goal like that to keep it at 1-0 here at half-time. Well done, boys. Controlling possession? Yeah, sure. For me, it's all about keeping these boys on side and, like, enjoying it. Apparently we're making changes, tactical changes. I don't think we are. But anyhow, Gobho getting down the line, good ball in there, need to win a header. We don't. I don't understand. We've got 2 really big tall centre backs that don't win anything in the air. Just like that, after half time goal. And apparently we're making changes, according to this. I have not pressed anything to make a change. Good ball in that, back stick. Berger's just backed off the whole time. Needs to step up and just win the header. Take 2 steps forward and bang, it's out. We are being dominated. I'm going to move to an aggressive system. I'm going to move Diarra up front as a pressing forward on attack. Gottini's going to come out on the other side. Nuno Volante is actually going to go in as a winger on attack. Castro is going to go in as an advanced playmaker. On support. On attack. Get him forward. Going to move us on attacking. And I'm actually going to move us more direct. Fairly wide. Pass into space. Don't throw the ball into the box. Hit early crosses. Run at the defence. Don't play out from the back. Focus play down the left and the right. That being said as well, I'm going to move Dex in for Lucas, who's a bit quicker. And actually sit him as a wing back and defend. Just get the ball and move it. I think we're going to go something like that in the 54th minute. We've been really poor, so now I'm going to just try and get us to move the ball very quickly. Good save from the keeper. Everything we've done, they have absorbed and look so good in. Guess it's not early enough in the game to panic, because it's only the 59th minute. Should have probably left it for a bit. Good claim from the keeper. Only thing he's good at is actually coming for crosses. So we've moved 2 up top. Diarra's had a stinker again. He's not a good footballer at this level. Should have been, but he's not. Poor throw in, and they're going to win the ball, aren't they? Got no midfield presence here today at all. Just moving it side to side so well. We're getting absolutely carved apart. Ball gets blocked. Can we win it in the middle of the park? No. Tell you all right now. Hits. Keeper makes a save. No, Castro is one of our most important players. I'm actually going to go to that, get Diarra in as a ball-winning midfielder and defend. Just get the ball back. We find something. Not really. Not really getting a shot away either. Look, I think this is a game we're destined to lose here, YouTube. And, of course, the Twitch chat. I don't have any more ideas, to be fair. Try to go a bit more aggressive. I've tried to disrupt play. Maybe we go hyper press, but no, they're going to score anyway, so it's not going to really make a change. They've hit the post. Okay. I think we're going to come off the mid-block. We're going to go just step up, trap inside, prevent goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in for the late doors. Seise's going to come in for Haddad as well. He's not had a good game. And we may as well get Berger off because he's not had a good game either. Make all the changes. I'm going to go try and blitz some late doors. I'm going to squeeze up and try and nab in and win the ball. We've done nothing. We haven't even looked like winning the ball in the middle of the park or anything, or going on the break or anything. So now we have to try, and now they're just going to run for us, aren't they? Like, they should be 4-5-1 up. They should be 4 or 5-1 up. But we have a highlight. Valenti, Cisse, hits the bar with that close to snapping a point. Dex, highlight's still on. Never mind, that's going to get cleared. Could you imagine against a runner play we scored another one? Look to try and win it. See, we should already be on their centre-back. They're still coming out the box. Diarra wins. Highlight still going. Valenti's not the quickest, but he's got numbers. Can he get a ball across the box? Looks for it. Doesn't get past Traore. Thumped out of play. 90th minute. Is there one last highlight? We lose our first game in charge of Paris 13 Atletico. It comes against a side that has absolutely fisted us, to be quite fair. We did not look particularly good at all. I'm going to tell them I'm far from pleased. That's our first loss. 9 points from 6. I'm pretty happy with that, though. Unbeaten in our first 5. We lose that one there. We are going to still give you the Nancy game, though. Give you 2 games against 2 oppositions that are really good. Obviously, Concarneau, second, looking good. Nancy, our next game, they're obviously odds-on favourite to get promoted with, I think, the team that's currently top. Yeah, they're both odds on. But yeah, look, so far, not too bad. Happy with that. But that was the worst we've looked all season. I'll be back with the Nancy game in a second. Welcome back, YouTube. Nancy, second game of the episode. Since we last met, we've actually had a game in the Cup. We did win 5-1 against the amateur side. Did happen to pick up with a heap of amateur sides in the 6th round, a team in our division, which is not nice. But we did play 2 games in the league. We won both of them 2-0. Diarra finally getting on the score sheet for the last few times, which is great. We'll recap both goals quickly, and then we'll get into the Nancy game, who are favourites for the title, as Dim does mention. Ball back stick and Masawema picking up their knockdown header. We then moved Diarra through the middle at 1-0 as a pressing forward and took off the other striker there, Barker. And Fatamandi did score. It was great. We then went and played Le Puy Foot, who got promoted with us. We scored 2 goals both in the second half. Castro from a free kick and Diarra scored a penalty. That was well taken. We did dominate the game, but we needed a set piece to break the deadlock. Good little free kick. Pretty nice. And Fatamandi, they have a great penalty into the bottom bin. We then beat Al Chateau, whatever their name is, 2-0, 5-1 in the Cup. Look good. Diarra scored a first half hat-trick, and then we took him off at half-time. Just trying to get our best player in goal-scoring form without him getting sent off, which is nice. The free kick, though, from Valenti is worth a look, because Valenti has put one top bin that is absolutely outstanding. Steps up, whips it, bottom of the bar and in. I think there's going to be keepers in the top flight that will struggle to save that one, let alone an amateur keeper. Since we last, though, met, Nancy, however, have been a little bit patchy. Lost in the opening day. From there, they have not lost, but there's a lot of draws in there, similar to ourselves. Like I said, they are odds-on favourite to get promoted with the team that's currently in second. Very similar between them. They do have the best players in the league in the 20-year-old on loan from Montpellier. He's next level. And Thomas on loan from Oostend. Look very, very good too. If you look at the lining up, Darfri Sacco, you got Assise and Lamine, who is 19, who looks that good. Yeah, they're just a quality side. They're a side that we shouldn't be anywhere near. But we're going to try. And away we go. Team is unchanged, basically from the team that you last saw us play, but we don't really change the team too much. Our best 11 is our best 11 for a reason, because there's not much quality. It's just guys that can fill roles on the bench. So even if someone's in poor form, there's not much I can do. And to be fair, apart from Haddad, most of them are performing. Diarra's finding goals of late now. Baraka has been pretty decent for most part of it. But yeah, look, we did get beat by the team that was in second. In the first part of this episode. There is a world where we get pumped here. And to be fair, if we get pumped, we get pumped. And if we don't, we don't. Because it does not bother me too much. Away we go, 0-0. If there is anything that you'd like me to show you next episode, in terms of stats or anything like that, let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, do give a subscription, because it does help us reach more viewers. Same with leaving a comment and liking the video, of course, as well. And unlike the last leg, here we've actually looked decent. Joey Lucas, corner, Brogo heads over. We're yet to score direct from a set piece. Direct from a corner, sorry, not a set piece. Brogo has come close on a few occasions. I think we go down and come back up to win it. Dim reckons we're going to go 1-0 down and come back. Fair enough. I think that this is a game that might peter out, which I'm happy with. If this finishes 0-0, I'm happy. Anyway, halftime approaching. We had to have a shot on target, but 0-0, we're looking really good. I'm very happy with it. For a system which is not 100% keep the ball, but we will when we can, 61% possession against a very good side is great. Not much happening in terms of highlights, though. Not much happening in terms of how the game is progressing. I'm not going to come really out of my skin to try and win this game either. The dad's going to come out for Cisse. Valenti's actually going to come in for... I don't want to take off Masawemo for another aggressive midfielder. I would rather than take him for a defensive one, but I'm going to do it because we're dominating the ball. 2 changes. I also don't want him getting sent off. We have obviously had some red card history. Time's ticked away. Diarra looking dead. Dex is actually going to come in. We're going to go other way around it. Dex is actually going to move as a winger on attack from a bit deeper. Help on the break and go on the break himself. Karamoko looking dead. Thiago Castro is looking dead. I'm actually going to bring him off there for Diarra, who's going to come in and sit as a defensively minded midfielder on support. Don't get as far forward. And we're going to leave Saeed as a time-wasting change late doors if needed. I'm happy with this, though. This is the thing. Is there going to be any late drama? Doesn't look like it. It's been a very poor game. No late drama. Look, I'm taking that to the bank. You might be thinking, oh, Damien, you sat there and you've just sat unbalanced and you've sat deep and you didn't want to concede. Yeah, no shit, because they're meant to go and win the league in a canter, mate. I'm very happy with that. 58% possession, another clean sheet for the lads. I'm over the moon with that. That's a big 0-0 for us on paper. Look, I am very outstretched arms. Very, very happy with that. That is, on paper, a very good point against a team that could easily pump us on their own day. And look, the headline is they held out for a draw, not us. Not us. If you look at the data hub of the last game, we were arguably the better side in most patches of the match. But if you look at the clean sheets, all of a sudden, in our last 3 league games, exclude this one here, in the cup, 3 clean sheets. If we can start stretching that along and actually get this 4-3-3, which I'm now going to save as the season one lower level 4-3-3 mid block, right? So I'm now going to save that as a 4-3-3 at the lower level mid block. I am very over the moon with that. I think that was a great performance. And if we can string some defensive results like that together and find the goals that we know we can get, and against the weaker sides, go a little bit more aggressive late doors to try and win it, like moving Diarra middle into the 9, I think we're going to have a really good season. So I think that is great for us. Next time we meet each other, I don't know what it's going to be. I know we got to play the team that's in second in a few days' time, in a few games' time, but it's maybe too close for an episode. Maybe we'll save them for when we play them away from home later in the year. Till then, though, thank you yet again to YouTube. Give it a like, do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.